Hi everyone, come on in. We're in the patio, which is, we just put this room on the house. It used to be a patio with a roof over it, but it wasn't really getting used, and now it gets used all the time. And at one little corner just over there, I keep two plants that are TLCs. And this plant has been in here a long time. I got this plant, and its name is Phal Ox Firebird. I got it as a large plant from Roe Hampton Orchids. I ordered it on June 5th, and I'm not sure about the exact day, but one of our subscribers sent me some money to order some orchids, and this is one of the ones, thank you Joanne, that I ordered. Now, I don't know what happened to it. 2 months after I got it, it broke out, and I'll show you a close-up in all these spots. I think it was a type of fungus. It just went right through it. But I had hopes for these last two leaves because they looked quite green. But now they are getting the same thing, and I just don't want to keep it in the house anymore because I'm afraid it's going to just cause more problems than it's worth, and trouble. And I sure could use this vase after I've cleaned it thoroughly. But the reason I kept hoping and hoping, because from what I could see, the root growth looked really good, and I thought, well, whatever it got, and I don't know what it got. One other orchid that I did get rid of also got it at the same time, and none of my others, because it's been in here and away from everything. But this is enough. I've been hanging on to it for so long, and I'm really starting to look at these last two leaves, and I am not impressed. I'll show you in the vase. So, this is a close-up of in the vase. And the other side, look this. And this is better than it first looked. But I had hope for these leaves. But now I see they are also getting the same darn thing. They're not looking good at all. This is the last leaf. And I'm going to take it out, and I'll show you a better look at it. But I made my mind up. I've been trying to save it, and yeah, I could save it for another year and finally get another leaf. But no, I just don't like having it around, especially when I see it coming on those other leaves, because I'm afraid it's going to keep spreading, and I might touch it and go in there and touch. I just, and I have another orchid over here that's getting a new leaf that's a TLC, and I really don't want it near there. So let's just pull it out, and I'm going to do it very quickly. Now this was an extra large, no aroma, beginner orchid. And I'm not even going to tell you the price because I don't remember, but it was pricey. I think because of money and everything now, I think you can get some really nice no ID orchids if you know a place near you, like Rosemary and Camus. Safeway gets orchids in bark, and that's the way to buy them. So she's been bringing me some orchids, but I don't need any more orchids, everybody. No more orchids for Carolyn, because I do have to look after them. So it was getting everything the other orchids get, and it still got whatever it was. And I can't say what it is or where it came from, but I don't want it near my orchids, even far away in this room, because the other side of the house is where the orchids are. And I had moved it in here very quickly, and it happened shortly after I got it. So, let's see. See what I could do here. Here it comes. Watering day is Wednesday. I'm not really worrying if something gets a little injured because yeah, the roots do not smell good. And this has been kept on the dry side, and I want to show you close because, oh, I wish I could give you a scratch and sniff, but you can see. Now, one of my subscribers said orchid roots don't photosynthesize. Well, yes, orchid roots do photosynthesize, and a lot better than I thought they did. So, let's discuss that for a minute while we look at this. Just don't want to drop everything all over the floor. Whoop. They do like these corks, and you know they do hold moisture. These corks, wine corks have a moist feel to them, so they do hold moisture, so that's a good thing. There's nothing rotten here. So I get everything that's going to fall off before I pick it up. Okay. Let's have a close look. So, these roots that we're getting the air through the glass, they are photosynthesizing. They are green. The green is only because they are photosynthesizing. See how green? But the ones that have been hid further inside the bark. Now the root system was very good, as you can see. But the plant is just, I'm so, you can see it coming down in here, even on this leaf. And this leaf, you can see it. You can see it in the back. I don't know if you can see it in the light, but yeah, no, I'm just tired of trying to keep it. So I'm going to clean this all out. This will be compost for the garden. And I'm going to clean it all out. And I'll use it for a different orchid. So, see if I'll get that so when I pick up the camera I can show you maybe even better. Sometimes we have to make this decision, and I have so many orchids to look after. No, I haven't counted them, but I should. And I'm just going to answer a couple questions, and then we're going to answer a couple questions as we look at my orchids. But in between that, I'm going to stop and wash my hands before I go in there. So anyway, I'll let you know when I'm doing that. So Ox Firebird, sorry, a no-go. It is a fungus, and it took over, and I thought, oh, it'll dry up. But then the new leaves, I thought, oh, they're coming good, so it's worth the chance. But no, it wasn't. So the other thing is, I get a lot of people asking where I get the glass vases. Well, they're just $2 to $5 vases I get at the thrift store. And Jack drills the holes. And I have drilled holes, but I have Jack to do it, and he doesn't like me to do it. But for those who are interested, I'm going to show you a set of drills that you can get for many different things for just $21. And you can use them on porcelain, clay, you can use them on all kinds of things. So he did a video, I'll try and remember it, to put the thing so you can go watch the video on drilling holes. And I'll show you this. Now these are diamond drill bits, and they come in many sizes. And here on Amazon, 16-piece diamond drill bit set, hole saw remover tools for glass, porcelain, ceramic, granite, stone, drill bits. So there's all kinds of sizes for $21.99. And because he drills, when he's drilling the holes, he has a drill that does not plug in so that you can't get electrocuted. It's a battery operated drill. And he just puts pressure on and just takes his time. But he does it he puts a towel in the bottom of the sink or an old rag. And so he can put the vase on its side. And he lets the water drip from the tap. We do it in the laundry room. And the whole time he's drilling, because that way that bit doesn't wear out as quick. And you just take your time. And this is very thin, but some of my vases are very thick. And he hasn't actually broke one yet. And Rosemary, our daughter, she has drilled, got glass vases and drilled all of hers. And she has done it by herself. So I just wanted to show you that. And so I'm going to go wash my hands, and I'll meet you in the kitchen while we look at some other things I want to show you, because on watering day, that's a day that I usually check out very carefully when I'm not in a rush. Check out very carefully for different kinds of bugs. And the biggest problem I've ever had is scale. And what I have found with scale is you may not see them under the leaves, or you may think you've got a healthy plant, and all of a sudden you've got these beautiful flowers, and you start to see little black dots behind the flower leaves. And up the stem, if you look, if you take a wet paper towel and go right up the stem, and you get a brown, dirty looking mark on the wet paper towel, that's probably scale. And if it's just one or two, you can take a wet Q-tip and just take it off of the flower. But if you see one that has quite a few, you're better off, because those things have gone up to where the food is sweetest. They're after the flowers. Just cut it off, put it in a vase, clean it up a bit, and then you got all those scale, and you can watch that plant for a while and make sure you don't have any in the leaves or any of the tight places at the bottom. I have a very tiny little knife, very tiny, and I will go in there if I see something and scratch it out. So that's kind of how I keep my bug problem under control. But there's always something, as with orchids, you never know. So it's a good thing to watering day, or even take a day and look at 3 or 4 one day and 3 or 4 another day, and just clean them up. Especially a nice sunny day when you can maybe take them to a comfortable table and really look them over. And maybe sometimes I have I'll show you when we go in the other room, I have a mist fertilizer I use sometimes. And it would be a good time to check them over and then do that. And I just do it while I'm looking some days. And I got it with the last fertilizer that I ordered. And I do want to find MSU again if I can find it locally. But I haven't yet. As where I was getting it in Ontario, they shut down. They don't have it anymore. So, okay, so I'm just going to go wash my hands because I don't want to touch anything. And then I'm going to come back, and I have some bags to go out to the road, the compost, and so this will get recycled out there. Maybe even the bark. I don't know if I'll even keep the bark. I got enough bags, and I don't want to waste our time by doing that, but I got enough bags here that I'll probably just do that and just avoid any chance of, but I'll just pick this up and show you closer before I go wash my hands. So, there we go. So there's the close-up. It's pretty awful. And you can see this leaf is getting it. And I was hoping these other leaves wouldn't. I thought they looked good, but no, I just don't feel good about it. And this one, too. You can see the little holes, and they hardly were noticeable. They're just getting bigger. And it's a whole plant, and I did get a leaf off right in here at some time. So even though the roots are healthy, I do not want to take the chance anymore. So, and then just because I have a little more control here, there, I'll let you see that. And that was on Amazon. So we'll be with you in a minute. So here we are at the west window in the living room. And the little dendrobium is still doing well. It has good root growth coming. And the flowers, they're coming soon. And it already flowered. You can see where all the old stems were, but this one hadn't. So it decided it was going to flower. This glass tree I got at a garage sale years ago for $2. I was so happy. I just love it. And then I got a little one day for less. And there's Grandpa Cactus. He seems to have settled in. And I have another big one here. And the one back here is going to get a flower, but it's on the very front facing the sun. And here I have this. It does give moisture. It's not like misting up anywhere, but it does help with the humidity level in here. So, and this one's almost done. It's been beautiful. I just loved it. And it seems to be doing good. And it's quite dry at the top, but it's watering day on Wednesday. And this orchid that's in the traffic cone, it has the spikes still coming right there, but it already had 2 spikes this year that I just cut off, and I can't believe it's just going again. So it's doing good. And I have noticed there's a leaf coming way inside there, and I have noticed a few of them are getting this little one, Phal. She has a little new leaf coming. And down in here, so it's a growing season, so you have to make sure all your plants are ready for the growing season, and they're in the pots they're going to be in, and that way they're all happy. I do have a little mister here that I often turn on just for a little extra. It's quite mild. There it comes. Yeah, I often will turn that on for this corner to help spread. And I do have a big mister, and these are great, by the way. It doesn't matter what brand you have. I have a few. And I can just turn the switch and turn them on. Well, that one's probably empty. Yep, that one's empty. Okay. So, this is the west window, and the cactus stay there all summer. Through our over 100 degrees Fahrenheit summers, they still stay in there. I do not have a blind on the glass side, but any that are in the front here, I do have a blind here, so I can keep them there till I move them to the patio. So the next one, and somebody keeps saying, where do my misters come from? Well, I got this blue one and one over in the north window I'll show you at a garage sale for $15, and they were working and fine. And this orchid back here, it flowered already, and it has a spike coming. This is the one I cut off. And it has this one coming. So that was amazing. And I'm not sure here because this slipper orchid's getting a new leaf, and whether I'm going to get another flower or not, we will find out. Some of them are coming to the end. They've been going for months, and they're quite happy. So here we are getting a new leaf, and I cut both of these had spikes I cut off, and you can see here and over here I cut them off because I saw scale on them on watering day, and then I put them over in a vase over here because I cleaned them up, and some of them are sad, but I cleaned them up. And these ones here, they're left from the accident where I had them all fall, and they're still doing nice. So that was good too. Excuse my messy kitchen over there. I got stuff thawing and and what else? Oh yeah, I'm just so happy with all the little shoots coming down here and down in there. Yes, I'm happy. So far they're looking okay. Okay. And this is my Hoya. No, it's never flowered. And this is just a tomato cage under here that I've put upside in the pot, and so I'm just letting it grow round and round the tomato cage, and it works really well. I think I cut the tomato cage off a little on the bottom where it was real narrow. Okay, this is the other one I got at the garage sale, the two of them for $15. So that was a good thing. And here's Georgia Pearl. She's in her new vase, and she seems happy. She hasn't lost any flowers. She has 2 more little buds coming. And my purple one, well, it's just doing amazing and getting a lot more flowers. I'm tempted to put it in the vase. I just no, I won't put it in that one, but I might. This is how my brain works. I might take one of these that's kind of crowded and change vases, and that would be a good thing because I can check and make sure it's good, because I planted those and those in a hurry the day I did it because things were happening in the house at the time. So that would probably be a good pot for this, and then put my purple orchid in this one. I think I might do that. So those videos will be coming when I'm ready. So I do have a mister going up here. And over here we have some new buds coming here. And these ones, the big they're just, I just love these. So, and luck, this is one that did come in bark locally. I was so happy, so happy. So I'm hoping we get a new leaf. There might be something happening down in there. So that's what's happening here. And up here we have more buds on this one coming. And so pretty. And the fish I got for $5 at a garage sale. And you have to make sure to get him at an angle, because you can see he's spitting here. And you have to make sure that the mist is pointing to the back. So I have him on a dish, but I may have to fix that. And this big glass dish we got it at the garage sale for $2. It was outside. It had some tiny little chips in it. So it was marked down, and I thought, oh, I'm just going to put it in the window. So I'll have to fix that. And this one also came from the thrift store. We shop we like shopping and we see something really cheap and we love it. So anyway, that's it for today. The chickens have a little spot outside. Can you see them? So now they can run around from their big run and get some grass. And when they use up that grass, we can just move that to a different area. And they're very happy about that. I see 3 of them. I don't know where number 4 is. Inside, I see her way in there. Okay, everybody, bye for now.